All right, we're going for one more round here. Some air layers in this madness. Look at this. It's just, I need, you can, it's hard to see from here. I need about 1,000 of these. But yeah, we're gonna do this instead. I saw MJ doing this on his channel, and fig pop root cutting for rooting cuttings. Take those. I think I put less soil than MJ, but it looked great. And I no longer like the other the plastic ones that I started using for the first time this year. I've always done in bags, and I think what's happening is, for me at least, what happened is those are drying out too quickly before the roots can form, so the plastic holds that in better. And then I'm not going to use those anymore. I saw a pretty big difference. I mean, I still had roots and they were fine, but when I use these, I'm guessing here the roots form out pretty well before these dry up, because plastic is just holding in the moisture way better than those other things. But then I'd leave them on for so long, like straight up neglect, and then they dry up. But the roots are fine when that happens. I mean, you just eventually up potted, and then they get wet and they come back to life. That's just what I'm guessing. I think they stay alive because they're attached to the mother tree. But yeah, I went, got all the fig pop bags from Figbid. This is from New York City Figs, NYCfigs. They're just very convenient for me. They came, they sold them. They had the rubber bands, the bags. This thing, I love this thing. It's so great. I mean, it's just what is that, like 1.5, 1 3/4 PVC pipe and a cap, and just taped up down here. But it's great. It's genius. You just put it right in the bag. Boom, done. So that's that. Then I have my foil, my zip tied. I'm going back to the old way. I'm so happy I'm using these. I just didn't. I mean, those other things have a place and a purpose, and if you wet them, if you go around and wet them, I'm sure they'll be fine. So I have my gel here, my knife, and I have, this time, I'm gonna be trying a couple of new things out. I see MJ doing it. He's using the shears. Real professional, like real pro moves. He cut around the whole thing with the shears, removed the bark, what is it called, girdling, and then, removed that whole layer, that half-inch with the shears, real fast too. I'm not at that level yet, so I'm trying out. Someone recommended these things. I'm going to try these out. These have little barbs at the end. I don't think you need that, but I'm going to check it all out. This is pretty cool here. And then, of course, when I was buying these on Amazon, it's so good at recommending stuff. And this has a sharp edge down here, so that's pretty cool. I'll try that out. So let's do some, oh my goodness, look how much I could do. If I had time, look, I could cut all of these. All of this could be turned into air layers. Well, this is this section. I really wish I had more time for it. And then, well, you come over here into the wilderness. This is the wilderness here. Look at the size of this tree. There's 2 trees there. That's the LSU purple. It's huge. And this is brown turkey, but I bought Celeste. They sent me that. These were some indoor trees that came out. This is Socorro. No, what is this? Yeah, Socorro Black. And look, it's got some, most of the figs out here are done, except for the late season varieties, which this one looks, oh yeah, these are getting there. I don't know, it's a miracle that these haven't been eaten by squirrel or something else. I don't expect that to last. But I still have some figs from some of my, like, Azores Darks was one of the first ones giving me figs, and it still has a few more now. Look at these black Madeiras. I don't have that many long season figs. The trees that I have them, but the trees I have are not old enough yet to produce. All right, let's go do some air layers over here. Okay, so I wasn't going to actually do any more, but that was so easy. Oh, you're not gonna be able to see this, huh? That's what's happening? Let's see if that stays like that. This was so easy that I just had to show you, and I bet you I could do it with one hand like this, watch. You just place it, oh, nice and gently, and it has its own firm grip, but not too firm. Like it's not gonna cut through the inner layers. And look at that. Look how easy that was, voila. Done, one-handed I did that. Incredible. Big shout out to you folks that told me about this thing. Gosh, that was so easy. Thank you very much. Oh. All right, the magical tool is just a little too strong for this thin. And I knew it was a little too much for this thin, so I tried to compensate, and so it didn't put full pressure on it, but it's still just a little too much. So I think it's just for, you know, a little thicker branches like these. Yep. Little thin branch like this. It's just a little too strong for that.